Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about morning routines and creating a sacred morning routine that you use every day. And the reason you want to do that is because you have to get some wins before you start your day because the losses throughout the day are going to come, right? So maybe you're running late for work, or maybe you get pulled over, or maybe a presentation at work doesn't go the way you wanted it to, or something happens in a relationship and you're kind of having a rocky day, or you get in an argument or whatever. Those losses throughout the day are going to come. So in order for you to feel fulfilled and feel confident and excited for the next day to come, and to make sure that these losses don't pile up and kind of spiral into multiple days until you come to a breakdown. In order for that to, and for you to prevent all that, you've got to start every day with some wins so that you can be at your highest level, performing at the highest level you possibly can, and being fulfilled every single day. And the way you do that is through a morning routine. How you start your day is extremely important. So let me just give you my morning routine, and you can take some of it, leave it. You don't like part of it, don't use it. Okay. So this is how my morning routine works. So I wake up every morning and I immediately do priming. Okay, this is a Tony Robbins technique. You can just go to YouTube and type in Tony Robbins priming. I put in my earbuds, I put this on, and it's just a prompted and a guided meditation with a visualization technique with some gratitude in there as well. Okay, so it employs a few of those things. It also employs a breathing technique. So it combines all those things, and that really helps me get centered, and it really gets my energy where it needs to be, because I don't wake up every morning just like, yeah, today's gonna be awesome, right? Like, I don't know anybody that wakes up every day and just feels awesome immediately after waking up. Like, I feel like crap every morning trying to wake up. I sleep well, but just waking up in the morning is just not fun. I just don't know anybody. Everybody says, oh, there's these morning people and there's these other group of people that are not morning people. And I've been called both things because I have a great morning routine. So everybody thinks I'm a morning person. But I honestly don't think morning people really exist. I just think there are people that take the time to help themselves in the morning by giving themselves some wins. Okay, and this is how I do it. So I do this technique. It takes like 15 minutes. Priming. Okay, it's a breathing technique, and I told you a little bit about it. So Tony Robbins priming on YouTube. Just put that in. Put your earbuds in. Do it. Okay. Next, after that, then I go to the gym to exercise. And I use every little moment in between activities effectively. So as soon as the priming technique is over, I type in motivation on YouTube before I even stand up, and I click one of the videos that I haven't watched yet. Okay, and I have that playing. I put my phone in my pocket and I have it playing. And all it is somebody talking about something uplifting, somebody talking about something motivational. And some days it's better than others based on the video that I clicked on. But from the moment I'm done with priming, I already have that playing. When I stand up, I go put my shoes on. I put my coat on if it's during the winter or whatever, and I walk to my car. I turn on my car. During that whole time, I'm listening to something that is very uplifting and motivating. Okay? Turn on my car throughout my entire drive. I don't live far from the gym, so I can keep my earbuds in, and I don't feel like it's too much of a problem. But I drive to the gym. And when I get to the gym, I don't stop it. And when I walk into the locker room, I take my coat off, I put my towel down, I put my gym bag in the locker or whatever. I still have this playing. Okay. Then when I walk back out of the locker room, I get to where I'm about to work out. Then I change to Spotify and have a couple playlists that I love. And I just put on some music. I like to work out to music. It helps me focus on what I'm doing and not focus on everybody else that's at the gym doing whatever they're doing. I don't care what they're doing. I'm there for me. Okay. So that's another thing that can be part of your routine, is focusing. So anyway, I'm at the gym, I'm exercising. Exercise is a big part of my routine. Then once I'm done exercising, I go into the steam room. Okay. And I like to do a non-guided meditation in the steam room. And some days I'm a lot better at it than other days when I can focus on certain thoughts. Some days my mind races. But So I'm not like super great at it, but I go into the steam room, I sit down, I don't have any earbuds in or anything, and I focus on something. I decide to focus. Usually it's something that revolves around that day, some task I'm going to do, or something. Sometimes it's a problem, something I'm wrestling with. And I really just evaluate, okay, I know I've felt some negative emotions with this problem. What can I do to get rid of those negative emotions? And I kind of go down that path as far as my thoughts go while I'm sitting in the steam room. Okay, so then when I'm done in the steam room, I get out of the steam room, I put my earbuds in immediately, go back to YouTube to the motivational stuff, and I listen to that on my way back from the gym to my house. When I get to my house, I have small children, so when I get to my house, we do something that's called special time, and that is it's time between me and my kids where there's no distractions, when I can play with them. It's just their time to play whatever they want to play. So I spend some time with my kids, and that's a win for me. I want to be a good father to them. I want to be there for them, and I don't have a lot of time, but I dedicate 10 minutes of time. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's not about the quantity, it's the quality of that time that matters. So I dedicate some time right there and then. Then, after that's done, I help them get dressed, get ready for school, and that takes about 15 minutes. And then I start breakfast. But before I go to breakfast, I come down the stairs. I immediately go to the stereo. I turn on some music. Okay, I turn on upbeat music that's fun. I make sure it's not overpowering, but it's loud enough that everybody wants to dance. My kids love it. They dance. I dance. So dancing is part of my routine. Just kind of moving around, moving my body. Even though I just exercise, it's just kind of getting some happy emotions to start being created throughout my morning routine. So I'm making breakfast. I make eggs and sausage, or whatever I'm making that day. And so that's part of it, is I'm listening to music. When that's done, I immediately go upstairs and I turn on some more music when I get in the shower. Okay, so I got music this whole time. I'm just trying to keep myself in a peak state, in a state of mind that keeps me excited and positive about my day. All right, so then I get in the shower. I do what's called a cold plunge. I take a cold shower. I do that for about 60 seconds, and so that's part of my routine. When I'm done with that, I get out of the shower. I still got the music going, and while I do my hair, or whatever, put on deodorant and all that. Then once I'm done with that, I turn off my music, and my morning routine is done. I go downstairs. I drive my son to school, or to the bus stop, and my morning routine is pretty much complete. The only other piece of it that comes after taking my son to the bus stop is I listen to an uplifting podcast or audiobook. I love audiobooks, and so I'll listen to that self-development audiobook, and that kind of completes my routine, because as soon as I get to work, I've had all of these wins. So that is basically the completion of the routine, but there's actually one more step that I guess I didn't think about it being part of the routine, but it really is. And that step is, at my work, there's an elevator. So I get in the elevator and I go up to the 5th floor. I work on the 5th floor. And when the doors open, the last part of my routine is I walk out of the doors, I take a big deep breath, and I put my hands in the air like this. Like I am a rock star, right? And I just arrived on the stage, and that's what I visualize, and that's part of my routine. And what that does is it pairs some pleasure with arriving at work. So it doesn't matter what happens throughout that day, the act of arriving at work is pleasurable for me. It feels good. I take that deep breath and I visualize walking out like I'm a rock star, and people think I'm crazy, but it's part of the routine. So set yourself up for wins. Use some of these things that I've been talking about. Make sure that your morning is the most planned portion of your day, so that you set up your day to win. You get some wins with your morning routine. That's my message for today. I love talking with you guys. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. I've got another awesome topic to talk about. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be releasing videos every day this month throughout January of 2020. And I want to make sure I give you the best content possible. So subscribe and let me know what you think. Drop me some comments, drop me a like, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.